That looks dangerous. Do I need to send out mountain rescue? Hello everyone, welcome to episode 39 of Minecraft The Journey. I am BugmanCX, and if this is your first time here, hello. This is a Let's Play series where we've been playing a Minecraft survival world, and we're upgrading it through every release of Minecraft. Currently, we're on alpha version 1.1.2_01, and the next version we're going to upgrade to is alpha 1.2.0, also known as the Halloween update. So if you enjoy what you're watching, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and click that bell thing so that you'll know every time I upload a new video. So, the Halloween update was released on the 30th of October 2010, and by this point, it was one of the biggest updates for Minecraft to be made available yet. The Halloween update will bring us new biomes, new sounds and music, new grass and leaf colours, new blocks and new mobs. Oh, and of course, it also brings us the Nether. I am so ready to upgrade, but I can't. Not just yet. I know you want me to, but during the build up to this release, there were a lot of teasers and information coming out about how big of a change this version actually was. So before we upgrade to it, I think we should take a look through all of this information and get a taste of what the players would have been exposed to around this time 10 years ago. And there's a lot of information to go through, so I'm going to keep working on this, what is it, sort of a swimming hole, while we get through all of this. During September and October 2010, there were around 6 weeks gap between the Alpha 1.1 and 1.2 releases, but there was also a lot going on, both in the game development and behind the scenes at Mojang. Marcus, aka Notch, had travelled over to Washington to meet with the game company Valve for a, quote, cup of coffee. They ended up offering him a job. Up until this point, Notch was releasing Minecraft himself under his own personal label of Mojang specifications, so this job offer could have potentially represented the end of Minecraft if Notch had taken it. But he turned it down, flew home, and immediately contacted his long-term associate Jacob Porser and floated the idea of creating a new company out of Mojang specifications. Jacob said he would quit his job straight away, and Mojang AB was born. With such a big release coming out on a fixed deadline, it was certainly a busy time for both the game's development and the building of the business. Come October the 4th, Notch uploaded a poster listing a huge list of updates, but not all of these made it to the final game. The poster reads, "Explore a scary new realm, a brand new hell world for fast travel. Portal in, move 10 meters, portal out, and you're hundreds of meters away. Fight scary new monsters, actually difficult this time around. Experience scarier depths. The deeper you are, the brighter it has to be to stay safe. Be scared of the dark. Torches will die after a while. Use flint and steel to reignite, or place lanterns that last forever. Catch scary fish, or possibly just regular fish. Scare other players online. Less bugs, more implemented features. Carve scary jack-o'-lanterns. Pumpkins can also be worn as totally useless helmets. Keep track of the scary time. A craftable watch lets you know when it's safe to emerge from the caves. And more. Biomes, more music, better sounds." So there are some interesting takeaways from this poster. A new realm, scarier depths, torches that burn out, and a craftable watch? A few days later, on the 8th of October, we got our first glimpse of a new block. Notch writes, "Work on the new dimension is going well. Here's a new block type." Well, not that we can see much from this tiny little picture, but zooming in a little, zooming in a bit reveals these scary little faces. What could it mean? On the 10th of October, we finally got our first proper glimpse of how this new dimension will look. But what can we make of it? Well, there's plenty of lava. In fact, There's a lot of lava, and it's pouring out of the ceiling. There's a mysterious red rock in front of us that seems to be everywhere. And fire. A lot of fire. It looks like we're inside of a humongous cave. And what's that glowing mass of blocks up on the ceiling? I suppose that these are all the types of questions that players were asking around this time because nobody other than Notch really had any idea of what was going to be released. After this, we had a bit of a break from any new teasers as Notch was busy working on the code and hiring new developers while he grew the business. October 22nd saw an article to the PC Gamer magazine providing spoilers for the new Ghast. This is the first time that players would have even seen this mob. It also talks about the nether dimension being 16:1 distance ratio, but as we eventually find out, it really turns out to be more like 8:1. And it does make you wonder if this was just a mistake on behalf of the article, or whether these kinds of settings and values were still being tweaked as part of the game development right even up to this point. On October 27th, we got our first preview of how biomes will work, including a photo from the whiteboarding session at Mojang. Looking at it, you can see how the different biomes will generate based on temperature and downfall. And it's interesting to see some biome ideas in here that never really made it to the game, like rainforest, seasonal forest, desert grass. Notch talks about how the world will adapt to the different biomes. To the right of the player is a taiga, mostly over the ocean. To the left is either a forest or woods, I can't remember. In the distance is probably tundra. Remaining work on biomes, including letting them change the elevation, deserts, plains, tundras and swamps should all be flat, and changing the grass colour depending on the biome type. The border between frozen biomes and not frozen ones will get way nicer. The sky colour changes slightly depending on how cold the area you're in is. Notch posts a video of the Minecraft biome test to his YouTube channel, which includes a 5-minute long flyover of the world passing from biome to biome to biome. Unfortunately, Notch's original YouTube channel has removed most of these videos, but you can view this video thanks to an archive of videos on archive.org. The link is in the description. It's in his blog post that Notch talks about unique terrain features, saying, biomes. They're not final yet, but this is about how they'll be in the Halloween update. Monster spawning and terrain features can be tied to individual biomes, so biomes could get special trees or special mobs or different grass to make them all more unique. We're only a few days away from the official release now, and there are still updates and spoilers coming out. And even now, Notch is still refactoring the game code. In his blog, Notch goes on to say that he's rewritten how the hell and normal plane transitions will work, and cleaned up that code. Isn't it interesting to hear the different terminology used here? The hell and normal plane are what we today would call the nether and overworld dimensions. Notch is tweaking biomes with leaf and grass colours representing the temperature and dampness of the regions, and factoring monster spawning code into the biome code. Effectively, that would mean that in the future, different mobs would be able to spawn in different biomes. Notch discusses the new dimension. I'm looking for a good new name for hell. I want to avoid simply reusing existing religious names. It would be more creative to have something original. At the moment, I'm considering both The Slip and Nexus, but neither feels Minecrafty enough. Personally, I had never known about these working names until I did the research for this series. The Slip and the Nexus both sound like names that make sense when you consider that this new dimension was originally invented as a fast travel dimension. On the 29th of October, Indie Games and PC Gamer magazine got their hands on a special preview release of the 1.2.0 update, an early release of the game that has unfortunately not been archived or made available to the general public. But Notch was still tweaking and changing things before the final 1.2.0 release, which makes this missing version very special indeed. And why would it be amazing to get a chance to play this release? Well, there were some small differences, like the Ghast had no sound, and the glowstone dropped itself as a block instead of glowstone dust. But there were some pretty radical changes too. At this point, when you change dimensions, the game tells you that you're entering the slip. This was later changed to the nether for the release. The zombie pigmen were also still under development, so anyone watching the preview videos would have seen a zombie pigman with a different skin to what they found in the main release just a few days later. Fortunately, PC Gamer magazine published some videos of the gameplay of this version which are still up to date, and links are in the description. The Minecraft community was actively discussing this release during the lead up, making all sorts of guesses about what the new blocks might be and what their properties would be. Some popular ideas were that the glowstone might be called gold cobblestone, that the new brown block with the scary looking faces was called slip mud. And finally, on October the 30th, the official Halloween update was released. By now we'd had plenty of spoilers, but I'm still as excited as ever to get upgrading to this version and experience it as if it was for the first time. This upgrade is going to be a paradigm shift for Minecraft, so let's get ready. As you will have seen, we've been doing up the little area in between here, the main house, and the art gallery, and there's a little pathway that goes through this little section, which I've known about for quite a while, but I hadn't known exactly what I'd planned to do with it. Wow, these trees kind of weren't what I wanted at all. Yeah, well, you know the trouble with trees and these hedges and bushes that I've been trying to do. This one doesn't look too bad, actually. I might be able to trim that back and make some bushes. But what I was planning to do here was to get a small tree to grow in this section and then just rebuild the land around it, make it look all nice. But, jitters, but it didn't happen. So I have been working on this waterfall going into this little swimming pond. I guess we could give it a go. Ooh. Feels cold? What do you think? I like it. It just does the place up just a little bit. I've planted all these trees everywhere and I'm going to just wait for them to grow now and see what happens, because most of them are grown into the ground about too deep. I was just hoping that a tree would happen to grow low down like that and then spread its foliage up at this height, and then I'd be able to re-landscape this area and make it look more natural again and covered in bushes, because who doesn't like a few good bushes? There's a little surprise up here as well, which I didn't show during the building, but I wanted to just go up and have a look, because what good would a waterfall be? And I suppose it's okay that it's turning night because we don't actually need you, sunshine. But what good would a waterfall be if it didn't have a little surprise behind it? So if you go up to the waterfall and then just whoop. Whoops, I left my thumb off the spacebar. Go in behind the waterfall. There's a little cave here with some slimy blocks and all sorts of things, but if you just come in, what is this? It's a little treasure chest. Look, some diamonds and some gold. I really like the idea of having little hidden elements to your builds and little surprises like that, so that if you're just exploring a place like this and think to come up here and have a look, then you'll find it, and if you don't, then too bad, you missed out. You should have explored more. Okay, more jitters. I hope that fixes soon, or gets fixed soon, I should say. Because look, it is time to upgrade, isn't it? It's 1.1.2_01, and I've been saying for a while now, we are going to upgrade to 1.2.0, the Halloween release. But before I do that, I'm just going to make sure that I have everything that I need ready. For example, we're going to have to build portals, so I'm going to have to collect some obsidian and just things like that, just to get us ready for the upgrade. I want to make sure that everything is all set and ready to go, got everything we need. What are you looking forward to the most in this change? Me? Well, of course there's the nether, but if you just exclude that, I'm really looking forward to the biomes. I've been waiting ages for the biomes, they're finally here. I'm going to be able to go and explore new terrain now, and it's going to be fun. So let me stop yabbering on. Let's get ready. Well, since this is such a special upgrade, I thought I'd splash out and spend all of my pocket money on the new Upgradificator 2000. So let me just get it out of the box here and take a look. Okay, manual. No, don't need this. Okay. It's bigger than I thought. Doesn't look too complicated though. Looks like this just plugs in here and that bit goes in there, and I think it looks good. I think it's all ready. Let's just switch it on. What's that? Oh, I get it. It's the new interface. Priming upgrade machine. Cool. It's starting. Machine primed. Oh, I'm looking forward to this. Whoa. Oh, look at that. It's doing something. Why did it stop? Scanning. It's scanning the terrain for changes. Wow, this is fancy. Upgrade accepted. Charging upgradificator 2000. This is it. Here we go. It's working. It's working. Wait. What? You piece of rubbish. What are you... Well, what am I going to do now? I can't live in a half-upgraded world. Let me just give it a kick. Wow, I can't believe that worked. Oh, this sounds good. This sounds much better. Here we go. Wow, everything looks so different. Goodbye, neon. Hello, this. Well, I suppose we'd better get out there and start exploring. Well, just looking around, it feels like a different game. Without the bright grass, these flowers really pop now, whereas before they sort of blended in. And I can't help but notice that the reed farm is just extremely bright, right? It really, really stands out. So, does the grass look better? It probably does. I just don't think I'm used to it. So, what about the inside? I don't know. To me, it just looks like a house. Tell me if you think anything looks different besides just the grass. The color of the sky is definitely different. And I want to go back over to the swimming hole that we were working on and check that out. I mean, look at these. Dark green. Oh, we should try and find a biome change. We're definitely going to head out of this area because remember that all of this is generated chunks. And in the... Yeah, you see... It doesn't look as vibrant now. I mean, I don't mind it, but it just doesn't seem as vibrant. I wonder what biome this is. So, as I was saying, technically, all of this is That's weird. The tops of the grass blocks change texture based on the biome you're in, but the sides seem to stay. Huh. Anyway, what was I saying? I was saying these are all pre-generated chunks, so they'll have their own biome, but the actual generation of the land will not conform to the new biome mechanics. It'll all just be exactly as it was now. So yeah, everything looks different. It's going to take me a while to adjust, I have to say. What I think we'll do is, oh, look at this. Even the hedging looks weird. Sorry, I'm just taking it all in. It really feels really strange. I have been playing in this world for quite a while now. Actually, a year. We started this series a year ago. So this has been an epic journey, that's for sure. But, yeah. This... I'm at a loss for words. This looks so different. So, we're going to head out this way and have a look at some new biomes in the next episode, because right now I don't think there's too much more that we can do. There's not much we're going to get from the existing landscape here. Wow, that is bright. Now, it did say in the release notes that the sun now has a glow during the sunset, so I'm just going to check that out and take it all in. But yeah, this has changed my Minecraft experience for Minecraft Alpha, at least. It really feels like we're heading towards beta territory now, because that is really right around the corner. But before we even get there, we're getting ahead of ourselves, because There's so much more that we're going to explore in just this version. We've got the Nether to explore, all of the new mobs there and everything we've got to explore. We've got new biomes that we're going to go out and check out and find pumpkins and all sorts of things. So you must join me in the next episode now that we've finally made it to Minecraft Alpha 1.2.0. Hey, does this version have the... Oh, no. So coming up soon... Well, there's the F5 mode, but coming up soon I shall be able to do Shift F1. Oh, I can do it! Hang on. F5, Shift F1. No, wait. F5, Shift F1. Wow, that is a... There we go. That's better. Hey, it's me. It's Bugman CX. Thank you for joining me in this episode. We can finally look at each other. We can finally look at each other. I hope you enjoyed the episode. I hope you enjoyed the Upgradificator 2000. I really put a lot of effort into editing that little bit, but it was a lot of fun to do. So thank you so much for joining me in this episode. Look at my glasses. Ha ha ha. And I shall see you in the next one. So this has been Bugman CX. You've been watching Minecraft The Journey. Bye bye.